Hello everyone, Pantsman UK here, and I made a promise yesterday in my channel. I don't know how many people saw it, but I made this promise that when I got 10 subscribers I would make a video to tell you how I make my videos. So this is it. To start with, it begins with Minecraft, quite obviously. There we go, Minecraft. Now I record Minecraft using a piece of software called Bandicam, www.bandicam.com. Link will be in the more info bit. So there we go, there's Minecraft running, just plain old 181 beta. When you click on the window, the Minecraft window, Bandicam notices, and then all I have to do is hit F12 to start recording. I'm not going to do any recording for this, I've got plenty of footage I can use to show you. I suppose the only meaningful thing to tell you is that I've got Minecraft resolutions installed so that this window is at 720p. This content of this window is at 720p, I should say. And that's what Bandicam records, is the contents of the window. So all I do is hit single player, double click PMUK plays, go into the map, start doing whatever it is I'm doing, and Bandicam records the video, and it records both the Windows audio and my microphone audio, and it gives me 2 audio tracks on the output AVI file. That in and of itself is not a problem for anything except for the piece of software I use to actually produce the intermediate video file, which is Adobe Premiere. So having said all that, let's move on to that step. Close Bandicam, close Minecraft. Now I record my footage, so here we go. Just as an example, we've got we've got 3 files from the 29th, which totals 17 minutes. So that's what, 16 minutes, 20 seconds and 40 seconds. So just as an example, what I would normally do, because all my footage gets dumped into this videos folder, I make a subfolder which I'm going to call episode 27 in preparation for recording, doing episode 27, but I'll just move the files for episode 28 in there, sorry, not 27, and go to the episode 27 folder, because this is one I haven't processed yet. So here's the 2 files I recorded on that day, 23 minutes and 2 minutes. Now what I would normally do at this point is, because I can't remember what I did on the 28th, I would double click into it and watch it. I'm going to turn that off before it gets very much further, because the sound's going to be very annoying, and this contains lots of spoilers for you. So yeah, as I say, I would normally sit and watch this video, get some idea of what I did in it. What was this, 27? 27. Where's my pencil gone? Oh, it's up there. So episode 27, and then I look at what I did. I watch the video, see what I did. I'm going to mute the audio for now. Let's just jump through, trying not to get too many spoilers. I made some... Oh, I remember what I did. No more spoilers, that's it. I probably did some other things in that, but I'll watch that afterwards and get some idea of what I did, because it only matters, what I did only matters in terms of making the title for the video, because I like to put in sort of a hint to what the video's about, and then the description of the video on YouTube, which I'm not even going to go into on this video. I'm not going to show you how to upload a video, I'm going to show you how I do everything up to the point of uploading. So anyway, there's my 2 videos. Now, as I said, these 2 videos have they've got multiple audio streams in them, which Adobe Premiere elements won't work with. It will choose the first audio stream and not give you the second audio stream. Let's do open projects in an intro, and then as soon as that opens I'll minimize it because there's an intermediate step I need to do first. So let's click there in advance. There we go. Right, so my video files out of Bandicam have two audio streams, and to get those two audio streams external of the videos themselves, I use a piece of free software called Audacity. In this particular case I use the Portable Apps version of it from portableapps.com because I like the portable apps. This is all installed on my hard drive of course, but nonetheless. So if you've got FFmpeg installed as well as Audacity, you can open up AVI files with multiple audio streams and it will offer you both the streams. So I highlight both, click OK, and in 40 seconds or thereabouts it will import both the audio streams from that first video file. Let's put this window over here so you can see what's happening, because some more videos, some more files are going to appear any second now. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's my two audio files. I know from previous experience the top one is the game sound, the bottom one is the narration. So if I press play and solo the top, game sound. Solo the bottom, narration. So let's turn that off. Press stop again because it didn't listen to me. So highlight the first audio file and do File, Export Selection, and choose the correct folder, which is episode 27 or EP 27 I suppose, and that's soundtrack 1 because I've got two files to do. And it exports that file. The exporting is always far quicker than the importing, which is super. And then we highlight the second file, or select the second file, export selection, and call that narration -1. Press return, press OK. I clicked OK there. Sorry, click save. So yeah, there we go. Diddly 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 diddly. Close that. Close both of those and go File, Open, load the second file and take both bits of that, and again upper one is game sound, lower one is narration, although the levels look quite low on this one. Oh, I made a distraction catalyst as well. Ah, this footage here I have wiped out. Okay, that's fine. I'll continue to show you how I do this with this footage, but I won't actually use this. Episode 27. What's the date on that? That's EE stuff, because I had a problem with my save file at some point after the 28th, and it rolled me back to before I recorded this on the 28th, which was a right pain to say the least. Dog's doing something, I don't know what. File, export selection, and this one is soundtrack 2. I've called it soundtrack, haven't I? Not sound track. Oh well, not important. As long as the two files are quite clearly different from narration 1 and 2, I can work it out. So there we go, there's our audio. separated out from the video, and yes, OCD. This file isn't named correctly. So finally we get to the dull, boring bit, which is this. So here's this is my I call this file intro. It contains the intro and the outro and the sound, the DJ Zany Video Maker sample. Actually, I've just realised something else I haven't done to this yet, because let's do fade out audio and video and zoom me in. Is that as zoomed in as that's going to go? I thought it zoomed in more than that, or am I? Oh, I've gone the wrong way, that's why. I want to turn that off, and finally I want to fade out that audio. Now in theory I could do much the same again. There we go. For the outro. And oh, hang on. Copy. Paste. No, I don't need a third copy. Delete and close the gap. There we go. So now we go 1, 2. Hold down Shift, not Control your twit. So if we fade out, fade in audio and video, and fade out audio and video. All of these should fade correctly now. There we go. Right, so I want to put him on there on the timeline and move all of those so that there's a clear gap there. Right, now I'm going to save that just before we go any further. That's nothing to do with me uploading videos, that's me trying to save work later. So let's rename this to intro. Then we've got intro and we've got outro, we've got the intro and outro video, we've got the intro and outro music samples. So now we do get video, we go to the episode 27 folder and we grab absolutely all the media in there. Now what it's going to do is generate peak files for it all, which basically allows it to work out what the sound is like, but that's not important right this very second. What is important is that. So let's zoom out a load. Oh, not quite that load. Shift and move that. Okay, and narration 2. Let's pop that in as well. Right, 1, 2, 3. I'm doing Control again, not Shift. There. Right, so now if we drag those to the end, so that's the outro in the right place, the narration for the two videos in the right place. So let's grab the two soundtracks, drop them in. There you go, all lines up beautifully. And finally we take the two video files which the peaks have generated successfully and we drop them in. There we go, and we'll just scroll to the end just to check that all matches up, which it does. So what we do is we do bypass on the volume here, and we do the same on this file. We bypass the volume, which basically just mutes it. So now I can go collapse, because I don't need to see that. We open those two up. Now what I normally do is drag the soundtrack down by 22.7 dB, and I drag this up by 3 dB, 3.29 to be exact. And I'll have to, no, I won't have to do the same. There is, yes I will. I'll have to do the same to the second files. So we drag that down to 29. I don't want it silent. There we go. And we drag that one up to 3. That just makes the narration a bit brighter, and it darkens the soundtrack a touch. Now, again, ordinarily what I would do is hit play and check it for levels and things. Right, there we go. Don't want too many spoilers for you. So the soundtrack is still quite loud. There's not an awful lot I can do about this. Do about that in Premiere. It's not great as best as I can tell. What the hell? Not important. Like I said, I'm going to be wiping this one, and then I'll go forward in my footage until I find the bit after my crash and recovery. So, with all of that done, and tell you what, we might as well go to here and press play. Check that as well. Yeah, happy with that. Yeah, sneak peek at my new intro and outros there. Little bit of movement. Still, actually, I will show you this. Let's go back this way. And yeah, in terms of the intro and the outro, both of which are here, it's Sego UI bold italic font in a variety of sizes. Oh, and I need to make that say what it's going to say. So this is episode 27. I'll leave it saying whatever, because as I said, I'm going to wipe this, and I hit that to make it center. Then finally we're ready to output. So share computer, choose MPEG, choose the right preset, which in this case is HT720p 30 frames, rename it EP27, hit browse, hit OK, because it knows that I want to do all this work in EP27. I don't know how, it just does. And then we'll do File, Save As, and we go into EP27, and we call this EP27 as well. EP27, and we hit save and it saves it. We then hit save in here and it'll start rendering it. And because that's going to take some time, I'm going to hit save, mute my headset, and I'll come back in zippy mode straight afterwards. And there we go. It says 5%, sorry, 5 seconds remaining for about 30 seconds whilst it saves. So there we go, saved. So if I hit save, because I know it'll want me to, and then close Premiere, there's our file. Now ordinarily I wouldn't actually do this, but double click on it, make sure it's fine. I'm not getting sound, but that's okay because it's all very confusing in terms of sound at the moment. So I'm going to assume that worked okay, but again, doesn't matter because we're not uploading this for real. This is actually fairly handy because it's everything that happened in this one was wiped out mere days later. What I do now, because what Premiere outputs is very large files, that's 1.5 GB for 20 minutes, I open them up in PMUK Video Converter. Again, free piece of software, so nice. And I do 2 MP4. This says custom, but the only difference is I've set the audio to AAC. So let's change that over so it says EP27, and then I make the file name episode 27, because that way I can tell straight away that that one's for uploading. Again, this takes a wee bit of time rendering, despite the fact I have a huge great processor in my machine and tons of memory. Video work takes time. So again, I'll just turn the sound off and we'll zip through until we're a bit closer to the end. And with a few seconds to go, because unlike Premiere, PMUK does tell the truth when it says 9900. Done and done. So that file there is basically ready to go up to YouTube, and it's a much smaller file, as you can see. Generally I get a half to a third of the size files out of PMUK. Again, double click and play it, but it's not playing sound at the moment, like I said. Not entirely sure why that is. I'm not getting sound from that either. No, I'll blame Cam Studio because I'm recording, so let's turn that off. And yeah, that basically is it. I then upload that file to YouTube. I copy for the most part what's in a previous video into the new video in terms of info, and I wait for it to finish processing. This is not in any way prescriptive. Like I say, there's plenty of different pieces of software that do the jobs I'm doing. You don't have to use the same software as me, but if you want to, that's good for you, and I hope you enjoy the experience as much as I am. I'll upload episode 21 tomorrow morning, and right this very second I'm going to finish this video, get myself something to eat because it's late in the day. Tatty bye for now.